we saw the same thing over and over. Say the bottom 20% had an investment return for the year of 4%. The top 20% would be anywhere between 5 and 7 times that number.
Like 30%?
Yeah, 30%, right.
I would say, unless you're fortunate to be in the upper income quartiles, that you're probably going to be in for a very rough ride.
And you're talking about the middle of America. You're talking...
Absolutely.
They're in for a rough ride.
Very rough.
For decades, the financial industry told you that you were the pilot of your own retirement. But they didn't mention you'd be flying through a 2026 landscape of pension risk transfers, market volatility, and mandatory Roth conversions. According to T. Rowe Price 2026 data, the average 401k balance for those aged 55 to 64 has climbed to approximately $538,000. But averages are a dangerous illusion. The median balance for that same group remains much lower, closer to $95,000. For a household spending $77,000 a year, that safety net might only last 18 months. We are witnessing a $45 trillion shift from institutional security to individual responsibility. Today, we're exploring why the American dream of a guaranteed retirement has been replaced by a complex, do-it-yourself experiment, and how you can navigate the new laws of 2026 to stay on the right side of the wealth gap. To understand where we are, we have to look at how the sacred promise of the pension was broken. Historically, companies like United Airlines used Chapter 11 bankruptcy as a strategic tool to dump billions in pension obligations onto the federal government, leaving workers with 30% benefit cuts while protecting executive interests.
Wasn't that way some years back, but now it's become a virtual control situation between the management of a company in Chapter 11 and the bankers. They control the playing field, the size, the shape, and generally the final score.
In 2026, the strategy has evolved. Today, corporations are de-risking through pension risk transfers, or PRTs. They are offloading their remaining pension liabilities to insurance companies via group annuities.
I thought my pension was a deal with the company I gave 30 years to. Then I got this notice about a pension risk transfer. They sold my pension to an insurance company. They call it de-risking, but it feels like they're just washing their hands of me. Now I'm lying awake wondering if an insurance company is as reliable as the company I actually worked for.
Robert's situation is the new corporate standard. The sacred pension has become a line item to be sold off. My job as the co-pilot is to help Robert look under the hood of that annuity and build a dynamic spending model so he isn't dependent on a single corporate decision. We're turning his uncertainty into an engineered income stream. While this moves the debt off the corporate balance sheet, it places your long-term security in the hands of a third-party insurer.
These 401k plans were initially supplementary plans to these basic pensions, so it was fine if you left all the decisions up to the individual. What's happening is the old-fashioned pensions have disappeared, and so this plan that was sort of a supplementary plan is now everybody's basic plan, and it's so poorly designed because it was never designed to be the mainstay of people's retirement.
The private sector pension has largely been replaced by defined contribution plans, shifting 100% of the market risk onto you, the individual. If you are not managing your capital with the same sophistication as a corporate CFO, you are essentially flying the plane without a license.
Meanwhile, the Social Security Administration is planning on several changes come 2025, and for some, that means more money.
The new Secure 2.0 Act passed by Congress means sweeping changes to retirement savings, and it creates ways to help you save for emergencies.
Yeah, to encourage more people to save for retirement, it'll become automatic.
We have entered the automated era of retirement. Under the Secure 2.0 Act, as of January 1st, 2025, most new employees are now automatically enrolled in 401k plans.
Retirement? Yeah, I'm good. My new company has this auto-enrollment thing. It's all handled. The system puts 3% of my check away automatically. I don't even have to think about it. It's 2026. The machines are doing the work for me.
Marcus is the face of the automated era, but while he feels secure, he is actually drifting toward the median gap. Automation is a great start, but 3% is a participation trophy, not a retirement plan. At that rate, Marcus is on track to hit the median balance of $95,000, which, at today's cost of living, won't even cover 2 years of expenses. We need to show him how to bridge the personalization gap by accessing institutional-grade assets that weren't even available in 401ks 5 years ago. But automation is not a substitute for a strategy. We are seeing a widening personalization gap, formerly known as yield disparity. Research indicates that high earners often achieve significantly better returns because they have access to institutional-grade assets, such as private equity and private credit, which became more accessible in 401ks due to 2025 executive orders. Furthermore, 2026 has brought a major tax planning shift. High earners, those making over $145,000, are now required to route their catch-up contributions into Roth accounts.
I've been making catch-up contributions for years to get ready for 65. But this January, my take-home pay suddenly dropped. I called HR, and they told me that because I earn over $145,000, the law changed. I'm being forced into a Roth account. I'm paying the taxes now, today. It felt like a penalty for finally being successful.
What Sarah is feeling is the first wave of Secure 2.0's implementation. For high earners, the government has essentially removed the tax later option for catch-up funds. But here is the pivot. If we optimize her plan, that tax now mandate becomes tax-free growth for the next 20 years. We're moving her from a defensive posture to an offensive one. This is a fundamental change in the math of retirement. You are being forced to pay taxes now in exchange for tax-free growth later. Without professional guidance, this tax now mandate can derail a poorly structured plan. The opportunity for the modern investor lies in bridging the longevity gap. With life expectancy at age 65 reaching nearly 20 years, your goal must shift from simply accumulating a pile of money to generating a predictable stream of income. The old 4% rule is increasingly viewed as a trap in a high-cost environment. Sophisticated plans in 2026 now focus on dynamic spending and utilizing specific vehicles like qualified longevity annuity contracts, QLACs, and health savings accounts, HSAs, as triple tax advantaged retirement tools.
When income is engineered correctly, retirement stops being uncertain and starts becoming predictable.
The transition from lifetime pensions to lifetime work is a reality for many, but it doesn't have to be yours. The difference between those who retire in dignity and those who must work forever is often a single professionally managed plan. The retirement landscape is no longer a safety net, it's a marketplace. Success requires you to move from being a pilot by accident to a professional by design. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Yields may vary significantly, and the risk of loss is inherent in all market-based investments. Consult a tax professional regarding Roth catch-up requirements under Secure 2.0 and the specific implications of pension risk transfers for your situation. The American dream hasn't just changed. It's been strategically dismantled through bankruptcy loopholes and the rise of pension risk transfers, which offload your security to third-party insurers. To truly understand how we moved from guaranteed corporate security to a do-it-yourself experiment that risks leaving a generation in lifetime work, you need to see the full investigation. Watch the Great Deception documentary to see the pre-cooked bankruptcy games and the fatally flawed shift that has placed 100% of the market risk on your shoulders. Understanding the systemic collapse is only the first step. To navigate the complex 2026 landscape, from the secure 2.0 mandates and mandatory Roth catch-ups for high earners to the widening personalization gap, you need a constant co-pilot in your corner. Subscribe to the WealthVids channel now to stay ahead of the $45 trillion shift and ensure your retirement isn't just a statistical illusion. Don't let your future be an experiment. Once you've watched the documentary, contact our team for your 2026 retirement readiness review. It's time to bridge the gap.